Oh shit! Oh dear, it's all gone wrong. I can't turn the music off. What the hell's going on?
I have no idea.
No,
Maybe
it's
it's that's messing with us. As
Screen
Taylor
won't-
was saying.
screen won't scroll up. What in the cuss? Oh, hang on. What's this? Fuck.
So we're not going to show production in the credits again.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to admit to it.
Yeah, I had the mic on. Mike Malone. I'll be right back. Keep going.
Where are we going? We got music in the background.
No, I'm going to try and come back. Go out and come again.
Nope, still hear it. Well, sit tight with us, guys. Toby's supposed to be running the show here. He's supposed to be the brains of this operation. Let's see if we can eliminate the sound. If not, we'll have some background noise the whole time we're going. Hey, it's quiet now. All right.
Sorry.
There you go. Well, you disappeared. It was still running. I'm like, uh-oh. What are we gonna do?
That's right. You get an hour and a half listening to some techno of some kind.
It's
Anyway.
a kind of a catchy jingle, but after about an hour and a half, I would have snapped. It's
Yeah,
almost
I
like it's like the sound of the Mr. Softy truck. I don't know how those people aren't all expert.
I couldn't scroll down. Like the window just wouldn't let me. So I had to go out and come back in again.
Well, welcome everybody. Thank you guys for joining us. Episode 44 of the Northeast RC Racer podcast, presented to you by Park Lane Hobbies, with partnership of Nitro Caddy and Cal RC. So happy you guys can join us tonight. Before I get a chance to check in with my partner here, Toby Hampson, how his week's going and how he's preparing for upcoming races, ask everybody that's watching right now, help us out. Mention we're live on Facebook and YouTube. Mention it to your friends. Give us a quick like and share. It goes a long way. So if you guys don't mind, take a moment and do that with your friends. We'll try to build this up. We got a good show for you later on the night with a special guest right from the North Pole.
That's right.
Tobe, what's going on in your world, buddy?
Not much. Well, a lot, but just trying to get ready for Mugen Challenge coming up this week. So streaming stuff, getting that organized, building cars. Yeah, just be busy.
What kind of car are you building?
Nothing you need to talk about.
Come on, Toby. If somebody was here, we're gonna put the flashlight picture up.
Yeah, I did a thing.
That's cool. I like e-buggy's fun for a second class, and it's a lot of fun for when you want to learn the track.
Yeah, I don't know why. I just woke up last week.
You must have fell out of bed and hit your head.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay.
Let's give a quick shout out to some of the guys they're online. So Taylor called us a bunch of nerds. Takes one to know one, as you said, Toby. But Taylor was our TQ. We still have a chance to TQ in something this week. I don't know who's starting over 7608 is, but welcome. New name I haven't seen before. Mike Malone's on. Let's see who else we got here. Not a lot of the same guys coming. Jason Lean's on. So thanks, guys. Thanks for jumping on with us.
Jason reminded me to bring my camera. I forgot to bring it last time. But yeah, I'll be there taking photos on Thursday, Friday. So bring your non-spray bomb bodies.
But I got to put my race body on so I get some pretty pictures.
Yeah, I mean, who wants a picture of a spray bomb?
Well, I got to see what sessions you're in. I do have to admit, I do like the for the Mugen Challenge Hub. I do like that they're going to be doing sessions. There you go.
There you go. Says the guy who doesn't want spray bombs.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
I tell you, every time whoever, like, for anybody that's painting bodies out there, kudos to you. Every time I can paint it myself. I start it and I start peeling the first thing off. Like, nope, should have paid someone to do this again.
Yep.
Pain in the ass painting bodies.
Yeah, it is. I hardly do it these days, except if I'm spraying stuff white. I sent it to Brandon Swisher.
Yeah. Cool.
Yep.
All right, so a little later on the night, we got a special guest coming on, Matt Navoso. Got a lot of nicknames, the Angry Elf, Cupcake, and everything else. So we'll see him. He'll jump on. He'll jump on in a little bit. But Matt's a longtime Northeast racer who moved down south, but he's still coming up and racing with us all the time. But he's got a lot of good history in the hobby. As a matter of fact, he's built his own car. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself before the intro happens, but he's going to be good to have on. Hopefully he hasn't had too much caffeine before he gets on here and we'll be okay. Let's see. Anything you want to cover on Cal RC, Tobe? I mean, I was fooling around with some of that degreaser the other day. I mixed a bottle of that up. Used to that clean my car over at Trains. Worked phenomenal. And I know they have ultrasonic cleaners. I tried cleaning a car without the ultrasonic cleaner. Not nearly as good as with the ultrasonic cleaner.
Yeah, I used to use them years ago, but I've just, I don't know. I guess maybe I'm just too lazy to take everything apart. But yeah, no, I mean, I use their, the chassis cleaner all the time when I'm at the track. And here, unfortunately, my compressor shit itself at home, so I normally clean my cars now when I leave for LCRC, on Sunday. Then when I get home, I don't have to, blow the crud off. But yeah, I use all their sprays and stuff all the time. Have them all on my desk behind me. So
are you breaking down your cars after every race and you were spraying them off?
No, I spray them all off, get the crap off them, then break them down. Yeah. But usually with focus on just diff, shocks, engine, that kind of stuff. But just shining it all up, making it look new.
Then you go out there and the track's wet and jump over a pipe. It looks like shit again.
That's the thing.
I hate a dirty car. And then I pit with Mike Pavia. You guys
my God.
Mike is, he works on race cars all the time. So he's very meticulous in his taking care of stuff. And I feel like it's not whenever I'm next to him.
Between him and Arturo, it makes me feel pretty bad. I mean, this shit.
Arturo's very organized and clean too.
Holy shit!
Oh yeah.
Even his pit tables, I mean, it's on the same level as Pavia. His stuff is pristine. His bodies are shiny. His nitro caddy is clean and shiny. I mean, every single thing is clean as a whistle. And he keeps everything on one table, unlike me, my shit's spread across like 3 tables and there's piles of tires everywhere.
The more space I have, the more shit I have everywhere. It never fits.
Yeah. Oh yeah, ask Taylor. I'm a freaking mess.
Yep. So, if I had a 12-foot table, I'd use up 12 foot. If I have 6 feet, whatever I have, I use.
Yep.
I'll shout out to a few other guys that just jumped on with us. So Austin Akins, good afternoon or evening. He's talking about sticking with one color. Austin always has red. I think of myself like a bull. I'm always chasing him around the track with that red car. Alex Schultz is on from Slow is Fast. Good to see Alex. We'll see you in a few days, buddy. Robert Leva, Vic Alvario. Vic did some drag races this last week. He showed me some pictures with cash in his hand.
Nice.
Mike Malone, Taylor again. What's Taylor busting our stones about now?
That's just what he does.
I don't know. He's good at it. I do want to mess with Arturo this week enough. He keeps his pit table that clean.
Oh, you got to come over and check it out.
Yeah, we'll mess with him a little bit.
Move a few things around.
Braden's on. Good to see you, Braden. Braden, I'm not sure if we're going to see Braden. Braden, we're going to see you this weekend? You coming out to Mugen? I have to believe he is. If he is, he'll show up 5 minutes before signups are over and sign up and get ready to go. And still go out there and spank a bunch of people.
Yeah, did you see my post earlier on 46RC about everyone doing headshots?
No, I did not see that. You're doing them again this weekend?
Yeah, absolutely.
I just got my haircut. I look all pretty.
There you go. You can wear a hat or no hat. Doesn't matter to me. Yeah, I posted a little video on the 46RC Facebook page. But yeah, we're trying to make the stream more rich. That's the word I came up with. But content rich. So, people's faces when we're following them on the track, that kind of thing. Race lineups, race results, pictures of people, and other data as well. So there's a QR code on the Facebook page, and they'll be on some banners around the track. Also, if you go to headshot.46rc.net, password is Mugen 2026 with uppercase M. So you can get your headshots done in advance of the race. You put your name and your state you're from, hometown, sponsors, and your chassis type. Don't have to be sponsored by anybody or even sponsored chassis. I just would like to know what it is. So it's just more of like a presentation thing. And then take a picture of yourself and then hit submit. And then I'll pick it up on my end, and then we'll better use that on our scoring software. So again, headshot.46rc.net, password Mugen 2026 with uppercase M. Make sure your name is what is shown on Live RC. Just makes it easier for me rather than having to go clean it up afterwards.
Cool.
So yeah. And then the other thing related to that is, yes, no pictures of wieners. Taylor reminded me. If I get 75% participation, so 75% of drivers participate, then I'm going to do a spin the wheel Saturday night for $100 LCRC gift certificate. So,
oh, cool.
Yeah, get your pictures in. Tell your friends get your pictures in. If we can push up to 75% or more, then someone's gonna have a chance to win a gift certificate.
$100. I could buy one MIP wrench.
There you go.
Or maybe some Huddy wheel nuts.
Yeah, trucky tires. Huddy walnuts. Yeah, maybe.
Awesome. Well, Tobe, I do want to go through some of the race results. We've had some pretty good racing around.
Yeah.
Do you want to? We have to run any ads at all first? Or you just want to get in the race results?
We should. I would have done that.
Will the music stop when you're done playing it?
I would have done that earlier, but I was too busy trying to figure out how to turn off freaking music. All right, so we would talk about our premier sponsor, Park Lane. Let's just quickly drop the ad. Okay, Park Lane Hobbies. If you guys haven't been there, they actually have two tracks. They have an indoor track, which is typically run during the fall, winter, spring. They run, typical indoor carpet racing, 12 scale, 10 scale. Then they switched up. They run 20th scale, and then they do some carpet off road. So you guys in the winter should check those guys out. Great facility. Enzo runs a great program. Has a ton of experience in on-road, so they run a great program and worth doing. And in the summertime, they have a track down in Pittstown. Or was it Pottstown? Pottstown. It's kind of like a red clay, back behind a municipal building, but it's a great little track, great friendly atmosphere. They were supposed to have a race this past weekend, but it got rained out, so you guys should plan for the rescheduled race on the 30th of August.
Yeah, Red Dirt Rumble. It's one of their biggest of the year.
Yeah.
I'll agree with you, Tobe. They got a good vibe there. It's always a lot of fun, but close racing too. The new layout this year too is a blast.
Yeah. I haven't seen sort of pictures of it, but I'll be down there streaming that event actually, so guys get to see it. Oh dear, it's all my fault.
We got James Henry on. Let's see what else. Anybody else do jump on? Kyle McCaffrey. I haven't seen Kyle in a while. Kyle, I heard through the grapevine you're making a comeback, so it'll be good to see you back. I heard you're buying back one of your old cars. So you're like the Godfather. Just when you thought I was out, they pull me back in. So it'll be good to have you. Good to have you trackside again. Well, Tobe, why don't we jump into some of the results from last race? I mean, first off, actually, before I go into results of trains and some other races, I want to give a huge shout out from the Northeast RC Racer Podcast, a previous guest of ours, Benny Comerian. Benny is now a national champ. If you guys had a chance to watch the the off-road nationals.
That's right.
They run e-car with it now. Benny actually took the win in the junior championship, which was awesome to see.
Yep.
He's grown so much and done so well, and he's turned out a really good kid, and really proud of him. I know we all are. So kudos to you, Benny. We're all happy for you. Pop, I was happy to see Ophir there. And they were teasing about his shirt in the background that he was wearing, like best dad ever. But Ophir doing everything he can to make sure Benny's successful and working with him was just really awesome to see. It pulls on my heartstrings all the time. So I was really glad to see it. Also gonna give a shout out to Seth Van Dalen. Seth won the Nitro Buggy Class. He's been chasing that big win for a while.
Yeah.
And him and Chase Lemieux had a great battle. Had a chance to watch that. Did you get a chance to watch any of it, Tober?
Yeah, that race I did. I didn't really watch anything else, but that race had me on the edge of my seat pretty much for the whole race. It was a really, really very good battle. I mean, those guys were just going at it.
There was first and second. They changed who was first and second throughout the whole race. We're always within 3 to 4 seconds of the guy that was leading. So
it was crazy. It
was the whole way through. It was really, really good. A lot of times you go back further in the race to try to find the battles.
Yeah,
they're battling for the lead.
It just an hour of it, or whatever it was, 45 minutes. Was it an hour? It was an hour. I just stopped staring at my laptop, for that whole period of time.
Wow. Well, I got a chance to watch it by cleaning up my screw tub, because the other day I went to I got the stacker ones, the Plano boxes that they sell at LCRC. I went to pick it up and the lid was open and every one of my freaking screws fell out. So I watched the race and organized all my crap again, which I'm sure now the next time I go racing.
Sometimes you need that to happen to make you clean it up,
No, it was organized. It's back organized, but it looked like crap there for a while. But kudos to Benny. Kudos to Seth Van Dalen. Really good stuff. Proud of those guys. Definitely proud of Benny, local racer, doing well.
Yep.
Let's see, Ron Poole. Ron, how you doing? Just good to see you. I haven't seen Ron in a while. Mark Logan's on. Braden said he counted 8 to 10 lead changes in that main. I didn't count them, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was at least that many. Braden, it was a good race.
Mike Ream just joined the party. What's up, Mike? Mike, you coming to Mugen Challenge? No, sometimes
he's coming.
Yeah, I know he doesn't. Not a fan of the big lines, but I think he can't really help it. He loves everybody there. We all love him.
Shout out to Kevin and Krista. Other than being in Group 1 that has to start at like 6:30 in the morning on Friday, I do like the way they're doing it.
Yeah, it's the way to do it. I think we've seen how those lines go. They run all the way down to the metal storage container down there. Near Alex's trailer. That's no fun standing in that line. So.
All right. Well, it's real quick. Let me go over to first we're talking and giving people credit. I want to give a shout out to the track crew over at Trains and Lanes. They just did the Kyosho Classic. Awesome job, guys. Everybody was involved in that, guys and gals. I shouldn't just say guys. I know a few of the guys, girls, friends were also helping out. But you guys put together really nice track. Layout was an absolute blast. Track held up amazing. Flowed great. And the grip was insane. So definitely give a shout out to the guys at Trains Lanes. They got a race coming up in September, the Electric Challenge. If you guys haven't had a chance to get out the trains yet, I would definitely take a ride out because they did a really, really good job.
Yeah, it was definitely. I like the, on the back section where it was.
It was cambered all the way down.
Cambered, which is really a good thing for us old effers with bad eyesight. Because before, it looked like that lane was like an inch wide. At the back there. But here, you can actually sort of know where your car's supposed to be, which was nice. Not that I drove it, but there was a couple of spots I think that could have been modified a little bit just to reduce the number of marshalling issues. That triple on the right side there, into on 180, everyone kept shorting it and casing it or over jumping it, which was a bit of a marshalling bottleneck. And then that little double going into the long bank section seemed to be a bit of a problem. People shorting out or jumping into the middle, but other than that, it was really cool. So It was
and
fun.
it drained really good too. We got some rain come through, and
Which is another
place
challenge,
cleaned up
trying to
pretty
design
good.
a good layout. But
Yeah.
it was good. It was fun. It's fun filming it.
Hmm.
And I didn't die.
Yeah, so for those who weren't there, Toby was up on a scaffolding. It was kind of narrow. Initially, it was 3 levels high.
Three
I think
levels.
you and Reem said, "Let's take this down a level," because it would have been a little
Yeah.
sketchy up there.
He sent me a picture of it, and I was like, "Oh my god!" And then when I saw it in person, I was like, "There's no way in hell I'm going up there." So me and Mike dismantled it at like 5:30 in the morning, threw the top layer off, and it was okay. But getting up and down was rough. But luckily, someone gave me ladders, so that was made it a little less treacherous.
No, coverage was good as always.
But yeah, 3x6 was a little tight.
You're a little top heavy up there, but
Yeah, exactly.
Jeff Jones, good to see Jeff Jones. The Godfather is in the house. Well, let's real quick. I'll just do a quick run through before we get to our guest. Just a real quick run through for Trains and Lanes on how the results went. 40 plus e-buggy, Hank Sjogren took the win. Hank, I don't think you're on watching, but if you are, I apologize. I yelled in your ear because I wrecked one time and the marshal was looking the other way. And so my bad. I got lucky and finished second. One of the few times, Toby, it seems like every time there's like a tiebreaker in points, I'm always on the tail end of that. Just always seems to work out the way. This time, I think there was a 4-way tie for second place, but I ended up having, whoever it worked out, I had the tiebreaker differential, so it worked out well for me. And Don Hilliard finished in the 3rd spot.
Yep.
40 plus nitro buggy, James Henry. James moved over to the Sparco car that week. And
Yeah, I know. He surprised me on that. I didn't know until we chatted afterwards.
Yeah. Hilliard in 2, Ben Kwan in the 3. Don't want to forget 4th and 5th, though. Tim Powers put on a really solid run, and Brock Garris for the top 5. So Brock on the podium, which was cool to see.
Yeah, yep.
A-scale e-buggy, Jason Schreffler took the win, but I tell you, him and Zach were going back and forth a few different times throughout that race. They had a really good race. I had to marshal it, so I was trying not to watch them race the whole track and pay attention to my corner, but they were battling. And shout out to Bob Walker Jr., who was right there. He was running those guys down, and then I think, if I remember right, he lost a wing, and I think that pushed him back a little bit. But he was rolling as well. A-scale E-Truggy, though, Bob Walker Jr. came back and took the win, so kudos to that one. Ezra Cork in the 2, and Mike Barkas in the 3. Ricky Garris 4, D. Brew in the 5. Premier class A-scale Nitro Buggy, Schreffler took the win. Him and Zach, though, again, battling back and forth.
That was a good battle. Yeah.
Yeah, they were going. And Stober, I tell you what, Tom Stober, I was watching it. I was marshaling that race because, Murphy's Law of all people. Of course, I don't have to marshal the 45-minute main after my 10-minute race. But I was watching it. Stober, I guess, must have had a rough first few laps. But then I watched the rest of the race. He was behind Schreffler the whole time. Schreffler had put him a lap down, but he would get his lap back from Schreffler. And he was right there. So if he didn't have that bad luck in the beginning, he probably would have been battling for the win there.
Yep.
So Stober did a really good job. It was really good to see. Alex Burns in 4, Brian Cruz in the 5. And Nitro Truggy, Barkas took the win in that one. Mark Broderick in the 2, and Nelson Quinones in the 3. So kudos to all those guys. Novice Harley Barkas, which I think is Mike's daughter. I didn't know she won that. Awesome. Good for her. Tim Ward and Austin Lobb. And then he did run some short course. Brian Willis took the win. Steve Flynn in 2, and Joe Moran in the 3.
Yep.
Cool. Well, Tobe, I do want to get to our guest. I see him in the waiting room here. Do we want to run anything real quick from Nitro Caddy before we get there?
Yes, we should. We will quickly run Nitro Caddy's ad, talk about it for a little bit, and then we'll move on.
It's a starter box adapter plate. I got tired of the pins moving on me with the boxes, And what this plate does is it affixes the four corners of your chassis to the starter box.
Yeah, I want to quickly talk about Dennis's new Nitro Caddy V2, if you want to call it. He's been developing a newer, kind of lighter, more modular caddy now. A lot of it's 3D printed, but you can pretty much just pick out your colors now. You can choose all the different adapters and things. So there's fuel bottle holders. You can have dual fuel bottle holder or put a can of beer in one and fuel in the other. There's a radio holder. There's fuel stick, stopwatch, temp gun, you name it. So you can have all these things, kind of customize your build. It's really nice. I have one. There's also some adapters on the top for tools and stuff. So pretty much everything but the kitchen sink. So definitely worth checking that out, as well as obviously the Bumpmaster starter box thingamajigger plate. I'm losing it. Awesome product. Almost everybody I know around me has one. It's an adapter plate, goes on the starter box, lose the pins, never being misaligned again. So it's so simple, and it's $40 and you're good to go. You never have to struggle to get your engine fired up. Anyway, that's it. Nitro Caddy.
Cool. All right. Well, with that, I'm going to take a moment. Let's introduce our guest.
Sorry, wrong button.
Oh, wrong button. There you go.
There he is.
There he is, Matty Navoso. So I think most guys that are listening to this podcast have to know who Matt is. Matt's been a long-time racer with us. Thankfully, Matt's got thick skin because we're always busting his stones nonstop. But Matt, welcome to the show, man. Happy to have you on. I'm sorry it took so long. We should have had you on even sooner.
That's all right. Thanks for having me.
Matt's got his background blurred because he doesn't want to rub in that he's already at LCRC. Getting ready for the week.
You know it. You know it.
Yep, pretty much. Pretty much. How you guys doing?
Good, buddy. How about yourself?
Not too bad. Happy to be here.
Well, happy to have you.
Good to have you, mate.
Well, I know you're going to have a ton of stuff. I was telling some of the group earlier before you jumped on, right? You're still a Northeast racer. I don't care if you live down in the Carolinas now. You're still a Northeast guy as far as we're concerned. Hell, Matt's making the drive 10 hours every time to come race with us at LCRC.
It's the only race that I'm doing this summer. It's
oh, really?
Wild. Yeah.
Wow. Well, lucky us. Why would you not drive to the track 90 minutes from your house and just go to the one that's 10 hours away all the time?
I wish there was one 90 minutes from my house. Unfortunately, where I live, everything's probably 2 hours, 3 hours because I'm so far east. Yeah.
Gotcha.
But it's not bad. When I get a chance to go, it's fun. But, I like coming up to LCRC, hanging out with everyone.
Yeah, it's a good crew. We got a good group there. A lot of fun.
Oh, yeah. I like dinner time. Dinner time's the best.
Yeah, it is.
Chef Matt. Matt's always cooking for us.
That's right.
So anywho, Matt, well, I got a bunch of questions for you and a lot of stuff we can go through.
Awesome.
But why don't you tell us a little bit about how you kind of got in the hobby initially and how you started in RC? Some of your background.
All right. So a lot of people don't know this. I actually used to race go-karts from the time I was 7 years old until 16. And then I was a mechanic until sometime in my 20s, worked with a lot of the guys that are in IndyCar now. So I've been around racing my whole entire life. Basically grew up at the racetrack. Had a blast doing it. And, I kind of missed, when I got out of karting, I missed the atmosphere, kind of being around everyone, kind of like a close-knit family. Because that's how it was. Any kind of motorsports you get into, you get that group of people and you kind of become a family. And I missed that. So I was kind of bored. I was like, I'm going to try to figure something out. And, I was fairly heavy at the time, so I couldn't get back into any kind of car. Toby probably has that circulating photo of me on a tricycle somewhere. Yup. He's got photos of me everywhere.
Well,
No
Toby,
idea.
Toby's got a either every time something happened to the track, he always had a meme of you, which has always cracked me up.
The one time.
No,
Oh.
it wasn't once. Let's be honest.
Okay.
Do we,
We'll
do
be
we
honest
want
on
to
that
see?
one.
Yeah, carry on, and we'll have a little fun in a minute.
Oh boy, we always have a little fun. But yeah, so I missed the family atmosphere. Started getting to RC and ended up buying an on-road car first. Did that at place called Dirt Runners. Toby used to go there as well. It was a little church. Go there and ran a little bit of on-road. Some guys I met there said, "Hey, you ever look at going to Critters?" I'm like, "What's Critters?" So I went with them and got a two-wheel drive buggy shortly after that, and had a blast. Just kind of that was probably 15 years ago, maybe. It was a long time ago. Yeah, it was a very long time ago. And sad part was Toby was already there for many, many years.
Piece
But
of
yeah.
furniture.
Yeah. But yeah, so I mean that's kind of how I got into RC. Started with 10 scale. I was big into 10 scale for a bit, and then switched over to 8th scale, and I haven't looked back. 8th scale is where it's at for me. The cars are bigger. You can run nitro, and growing up racing, I like the sound of an engine. So it's kind of how I ended up in RC.
Well, usually one of the questions we have is, "What's your favorite class?" And I had that written down. Like, no need to write that down. Matt's nitro buggy. Never mind. Moving on. We can skip that
Yep.
question.
Yeah, nitro buggy all day long. Was a big nitro truggy fan, but it takes a special kind of individual that can go back and forth between nitro truck and nitro buggy and be competitive. And I'm not that individual. So I'm either really good in one or really good in the other. So I was like, I want to focus on buggy. And that's where I've kind of been putting it past 2 years since I joined the 40 plus class, which has been awesome.
For you.
Yeah, not for us.
Not yet. I'm still searching for that first win. Been runner up a few times, but eventually, hopefully, it's gonna happen one day.
Well, going back to it was Critters, right? Did you and Toby, you guys had ownership in that at one point, right?
We did. That's where 46 RC kind of came about. Myself,
That's right.
Toby, Vin Manchanda, Jay Zellner. Was that it? Rich Ford.
Rizzo.
Rizzo was in it too?
Rizzo briefly, very briefly.
Okay.
Lasted like a day.
Yeah. I don't
And,
even know if I even knew that one.
Rich
And
Ford.
Dom.
No, I don't Dom. Rich Ford.
Okay. I thought Dom was
Remember
involved
Rich Ford?
too. Yeah, I remember
Nah.
Rich. I still talk to him.
Yeah, he's still out there, but no, it was us 6 originally.
Okay. Yeah, it was a good time. We had a blast doing it. I mean, we kind of brought 10 scale racing back to Critters where it was dying. We did some really cool layouts, put some curbs in, probably pissed some people
Yeah.
off with it, but it was fun. Had a good time doing it.
Layout was yeah. We had
That first layout was awesome.
yeah, with all the concrete
crossover.
curbs, everything we made.
Yeah.
And the crossover, which they of course redid again recently, because they run out of good ideas. But the other thing was, remember we had that full brawl. It was like 110 entries.
Yeah, it was
like
huge.
Nowhere to put people. People were pitting in the store.
Yeah,
That was the
it was
biggest
wild.
race
That
ever
was
happened. It was-
Yeah, I was gonna say it was one of the biggest ones I've ever seen at Critters, and it was
Yeah.
cool to be part of it.
for sure.
Definitely had a good time.
Yeah, well, it's just kind of cool you guys got that much history, That,
Yep.
Definitely.
And I agree with you, right? It is the family. Like, I'm looking forward to getting up there this week because I always tell people it's not about the racing for me. It's just about hanging out with everybody. The racing is just the excuse to get up there. It's the standing day or standing week. We all know that, hey, we're all getting together. We're going to have a good time and have a lot of laughs.
Yep, absolutely. And we have a lot of laughs. A lot of that at my expense, but still fun. Oh God,
There it is.
there's the photo. Yep, there's the
There
photo.
it is.
God, that's awful.
It's
I look like
pretty
Mike Ream.
bad.
Oh, wow.
Oh boy, Mike. Hopefully Mike logged off.
No, he's on.
Oh,
He's
no, he
definitely,
heard it.
he's,
Don't you
he's
worry.
definitely on. Someone's gonna let him know I said that.
He's probably saying to Mary right now, that mother.
Oh yeah.
That's right. We're gonna get it.
Yep, exactly what Egelberger said.
Yeah. It's a friend's camping trip that happens to have RC racing during the day.
Exactly. Here we go. Starting already, Mike. It's only Monday, bud. Can't
Hey,
wait
Mike,
to see you. I miss
If
you.
you're ready, we'll open up another window. We'll send you the link. You can jump in and bust the stones back and tell us some stories.
All right, that's Mike as we're on the busting balls. Shit, I lost my window. Technically,
a
it's not
shame.
working out well for me tonight. Oh, I'll carry on talking and I'll find out what I did wrong. Oh, I know I did here.
Oh, here we go.
No, just keep
Well,
talking.
Matt, I do want to get into some point. I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves. I know Toby's got some other stuff to talk about.
Sure.
But for anybody watching tonight, Matt owns and operates Position 1 RC. A lot of carbon and accessories for all different brands of cars. And Matt, I know you've done a lot of design. I mean, hell, you designed your own car, which I don't know if you have that with you or not, but some pretty cool things.
I do have it with me this weekend.
You know it with you?
Yep, I do have
Good.
it with me.
So, I mean, there's not a whole lot of people that we could say have designed their own car. So, how did you get involved in that? Like, what made you start down that? Not necessarily just your own car, but right, designing your own parts and upgrading things. And does that come from the karting world or just?
No, so the first thing I ever designed was carbon inserts for the HB D8T Evo 3. That truck just came out, and I remember we needed carbon inserts. I think some other companies had them, and they were outrageously priced. I'm like, I can do that. I took CAD in high school. Little did I know it wasn't as easy as I thought. It worked out in the end. Had to relearn how to do some CAD, CAD work, but made them, and I was like, that wasn't that bad. They worked. I was super excited about it, and just kind of started making some other option parts. A lot of stuff for HB because I ran HB for many years. The cars were awesome, but getting some stuff was a little tough sometimes. Like the option parts that you wanted. So I started making that. When the new World Spec car came out, I made some new A, B, C, and D blocks that matched what the World Spec car was. New front towers, and I thought to myself, well, if I'm designing, 30-40% of this car already, I can do my own. Figured I'd give it a try, and I did. Got to the point where I got the design done in CAD. It took a while, probably about a year and a half. I did use some components from other brands just to make things a little easier, like diff cases, drive lines, shocks. I mean, that stuff's all kind of run of the mill nowadays. But the geometry is really where the changes happen. And very much so, because I actually messed up my geometry originally, and it did some violent things to the car, which was actually kind of cool to realize. And then I fixed the geometry changes. In fact, one of the reasons I have the car with me this weekend is a good friend of mine, Ed Bridges. I'm sure everyone on here knows who Ed is. But he helped me out making another prototype part to test out. So I plan on doing that in one of the practice sessions this weekend, either on Friday or either Thursday or Friday. See how it goes. But the car's coming along very well. I did originally design 3D printed arms and whatnot, so I have the molds planned for that. It's just kind of getting that work done. For folks that don't know about it, it's quite expensive to build a car. Just to put in perspective, a mold alone for just arms, for just a front set of arms, you're looking at $10K. So to
Really?
do, oh yeah, to do
So you
front
better
and
get
rear, it's
design right
20K.
before you're not going to experiment with those. You're going to have to get it right before you decide to commit to it.
Correct. Which is why you see a lot of manufacturers not changing their arms very often. If you think about it, a lot of them will stay with the same designs. But yeah, it's a little expensive. Anything plastic molded like that's going to be expensive because you got to pay for the cast, the cast mold, and then you got to get the minimum quantity of parts, and it just kind of adds up. Williard, I will absolutely be happy to do that, buddy. I still don't think you're going to beat me, pal. But yeah, so I've been working on the geometry quite a bit. Have had a couple different guys drive the car, give me some feedback. For the most part, it's actually holding up really well. The big thing is, and I don't know if a lot of people have seen it, and I don't have pictures on this computer, but before Hong Nor, before Sparco, before all these other companies came out with it, Obviously not the pillowball companies, but any C-Hub company, I'm the first one to actually have, actually still the first one to only have adjustable KPI and caster blocks. So you can actually adjust mine, both KPI and caster, right on the fly. It's like one screw, top and bottom, to just adjust it. And that actually came from my experience in karting, because the way we would do caster and camber in a go-kart is very similar to how I designed my pill setup, and it works really well, surprisingly. Um, there were some minor issues, and I had to fix, but it's gonna happen. That's why you make a prototype. That's why you test things. You just gotta keep trying it, see what works and what doesn't work.
Well, I know you and some of the other guys you pit with. I watch you guys like you get the cars right early in the day Thursday, and the next thing you know, you guys are throwing everything under the sun at it, just trying stuff. So I give you guys a
Yes.
ton of credit for, I mean, that's how you learn, right? You have to kind of sometimes break stuff to know how to make things better. I know you guys spend a lot of time. I know for sure myself that you've done a ton of work on the Sparko cars, and I know the special
Yes.
edition just came out, which I don't know, they should probably call it the MN edition, for the Matt Novoso edition, because I know you guys have done a ton
Yes.
of work, but the extended chassis and some other parts. But you want to talk about how that process has been with Sparko and
Yeah. Yeah. So when I left HB, I went to Sparko. As I tell this to everyone I speak to about the car. The car is really good now, but when I first drove it, it was awful. I hated the car. At least for me, it didn't work. Um, maybe in certain conditions it'd probably be okay, but I struggled. High grip, it was fine, but anything low grip, it just was super weird to drive. Um, Sparko themselves came out with a couple options that helped, like the longer shock bodies and whatnot. I eventually made new front and rear towers. The car originally came with upper arms, and we like the camber links a little bit better, so I designed my own tower that's just full camber link conversion. And then we were, for probably about 6 months, we were looking at the car, comparing to the HB, because it's very similar to that. It's also very similar to both the S-Works and the Kyosho, or at least the older style Kyoshos. So we did some comparing, took some measurements, and we're like, I think the chassis needs to be like a mil or 2 mil longer. I ended up making, I drew everything up in CAD, worked with the local machinist by me, had to machine the chassis out. I actually worked with another guy down in Florida. He actually does parts for IMSA, for teams in IMSA racing. So I have another guy that does some stuff for me too, and then obviously I have Ed. So I have a couple different guys that I work with throughout my process on things, and I think Ed helped me do prototype towers for the car originally. The guy down in Florida that does the IMSA stuff, he helped me make the inserts for the chassis plate, and then a local guy that just kind of machined the chassis. But yeah, we worked tirelessly to try to figure out what we can do to improve the car, and making that chassis longer was one of the big things. The rear tower was huge. But yeah, Sparko adapted what we put together and what Position One made and designed, adapted it to their new platform, which is really cool.
so you have a good relationship then with the manufacturer and that feedback loop coming through, because
Yes.
again, it's funny, a lot of the things I see that you created are now part of the new car automatically.
Yes. Yeah, a lot of it is. And that was actually really cool to see. I was kind of happy to see that they took what we found here in the US and took into consideration. That's one of the things that I've really grown to enjoy about the company. They do listen to feedback, and they do make changes. And and I saw Taylor's question.
We'll come back to that in a little bit.
Yeah, we'll come back to that. That's a whole nother topic. We can come back to that. But yeah, Toby just saw it.
Well, now we got to share because people are asking about it. Sorry, Toby.
To answer Taylor's question, generally I am not. I am the angry elf. At least I tried. I try not to be, at least. But it happens. I mean, I get caught up in the moment. I'm extremely competitive. Anyone that knows me, I'm extremely competitive. Yeah, I have a very vulgar mouth. I mean, that's just kind of who I am, and a lot of people accept me for that. I don't think I said that one, Toby.
I made that
Toby
up.
likes
That's
to.
fine.
This is what I've heard you say.
Okay, yep. I don't think I had the mother part in front of it, but yes, I believe that has occurred. But yeah, not too often, but yes, it has occurred.
Matt, you intimidate me when you're coming up on me. If like you're like a half a lap behind, I pull over then and just wait. Just wait for you to get up there.
No, I try to be calm as much as possible because I know if I get upset on the stand, it actually affects the way I drive. So I've been learning to kind of take a deep breath when something bad happens. Which actually last race something bad happened here at LCRC. Not necessarily bad, but I had a body come off when I was running in second. Had to concede that. Luckily my pit guy, one of the best pit guys in RC, Mike Ream, he had a body clip ready, got me in and out, went on a charge from fourth back up to second. So I mean, it's really cool to have guys like Mike in the pit to help you out. He kept me calm. Schreff keeps me calm when Schreff's on the headset with me. Some other guys down south are pretty good on the headset as well. That
Well, if I'm
I've
pitting
raced
for him,
with.
like I tell you, go get that damn guy. He just hit you. You gonna
Yeah,
take that?
you have a really good demeanor on the headset as well.
You gonna take that, Matt? You gonna let him do that to you?
You do like to rile me up though. But yeah, it did work pretty well when you would pit me in Truggy. We had some good runs in Truggy and some good runs in Expert Buggy as well. I think last year at the ProTech race, I think we got fifth in that, if I'm not mistaken, which was kind of cool.
All I remember is the one time I ran you out of fuel. You haven't forgotten that either. So
it happens. I think I've done that to you too. So I mean, it is what it is.
Oh, Tim Monty just said his son just said, "What's up, Meat Master?"
Tell Evan I said hello, Tim.
Well, the one thing now, just to kind of pick, you were telling about before, like getting upset on the stand, and I know, look, we all do this for the adrenaline rush, right? That's a lot of what, it's probably the same excitement a gambler feels or anybody else feels along the way, right? When you're in certain things, and I think that's part of the draw to the sport. A lot of us have, but I always try to tell people, like, look, when you are upset, don't give it up, because if I'm racing against you, if I'm trying to catch you, or for instance, I'm ahead of you, and I hear you flipping out, I'm like, oh, I got a chance here. And it's like you almost give up too much information you really shouldn't give up.
You do. You're right. But yeah, a lot of time recently, last couple races, I'd say I've been kind of taking deep breaths, and it's just a toy car. I'm not winning money. We're not winning money. We're here to have fun. So.
God, I really hope you're good this week. It's not we're going to isolate all these different statements and play them afterwards. So be like, it didn't age real well.
I've been good past two races, and before that I was good 2 races. Just have moments. We all have moments. We all know Toby's got moments too. So
right now he's on mute, so it's perfect.
Yeah.
I hear anything he's saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck. Well,
but yeah.
As we're talking about little outbursts, let's look at the legendary video.
Oh boy, what video do we have? Oh God!
Pink car, out of my way! Pink car, I am the leader. Move!
Oh,
see, I didn't just yell like immediately. I was just kind of asking for some help. I was just asking for a little assistance. But actually, you know what? That's many years ago, and it is entertaining. It's entertaining for some, I'd say that. I do enjoy when I don't say anything, because usually I'm doing really well. So I enjoy when I'm not. I think the race before last, the only thing I said was, "Oh no," as my car decided to fall apart with 35 seconds to go and not far out of the lead. So it's very, very sad on that one. But yeah,
is that what this comment's from?
Have you heard of Threadlock? Sadly, it was actually red Loctited. It still came out. But yeah, it was a lock nut with red Loctite, and it still came off. And I actually figured out what the issue was last race. It was actually, I don't know how I didn't blow a servo up, but it was actually getting caught on the radio tray because I make a radio tray brace for the Sparco, and I didn't shim it 2 mils up, and it was the screw was getting caught on the radio tray, and it was just full lock, and I think that's what ended up making it come loose because it was just stressing it too much and it just backed it off. At least I'm going with that.
Yeah.
But I did end up fixing the car and it did make it a lot better. So that's
My
a
old
win.
man
I'll
always
take.
said, "You lie, I'll swear to it." Come on, Tobe. What a question you got for Matt? Because I know you've got to have some. You got some history here.
I mean, I know the guy. What can I tell you? I mean,
Oh, tell us some stories. We need to hear them because he's over here busting Novoso stones and everybody else's stone, or not Novoso, Ream stones.
I just got I
he's
just
not,
got
he's not
pictures.
even here to defend himself. We
I
gotta.
just got pictures and video. You know, I mean, that's all you need, really.
Yeah, he's got a lot of pictures and a lot of video.
I got a little bank of them on my phone. You know, like if I need to pull them up, like those pictures, they're all ready to go in my favorites folder. And then that legendary
You better
video.
not leave your phone around because Matt's gonna grab it this weekend and smash it, delete all the evidence.
That video is staying on YouTube forever, so we'll be able to look at that when we're like with walking sticks hobbling around. You know, still be able to put it up and
Laugh
it.
about it.
Yeah, it's classic.
Good times. Good times.
Yeah. No, I mean, it was a time when, you know, when Matt first got in it, we were kind of racing together, and I think we had a Kyosho's, and, you know, we were sort of at the same pace, and I was a lot younger. And then, you know, Matt's gone, you know, he's gone, and I've just gotten slow and old, but that's okay. You know, I enjoy watching him drive, and, you know, gives me advice about how my car sucks. So that's a good thing, you know, but.
I try to help you with your car to make it better, but I appreciate those nice things. I was actually surprised you said nice things, Toby.
It happens, you know. I'm not just a complete moody.
It must be the silver
wanker.
bullets you got going on there instead of the Jameson.
Yeah, I've eased off that a little bit.
You got a couple days to get your liver ready.
Yeah. I try not to drink it at home, you know. So it just makes me unproductive.
That's why Mike was saying, "I hope you're bringing some more of that Black Label Jameson. He's got a really good time with you last time drinking that."
Which one?
Ream. You said you had some. You said you had some Black Label Jameson last time. He's looking up to finish the bottle again.
He was loving it. Yeah, I mean, he kept coming back for more. I mean, I felt bad that I didn't have any more for him. You know.
You guys had a resort
you're not a
to
fan of
Skippy.
Skippy with the young guys, with Taylor and Alex. They got the Skippy going.
I've gone down the Skippy route a couple of times, and it hasn't really been a particularly pleasant experience in the morning. But yeah, Mike likes a Skippy.
I thought he was talking about his bum, pure gas.
Are you talking about Williard or Mike?
Both.
Both. Patient, Matt. Whoa.
Yeah, Tim, you only been coming out like 2 years. You've seen the new Matt. You don't remember the old Matt.
This is the new Matt. This is the old wise Matt.
Even the old Matt, even being angry, I'm always willing to lend a hand to someone. I have no issue ever doing that. Anyone's ever struggling with something, I'm always happy to help. Because I know the guys I'm with now, when I was really kind of getting into it more and learning more and struggling, they helped me get me in the right direction. So I'm always happy to help someone if they need a hand. You know, whether it's working on a car or tuning an engine or heck,
helping them clean their pit table and keeping their car clean.
I'm not like Pavia. You're confusing me with the other small Italian guy.
Cleanest pit table ever.
We were teasing about Pavia and Arturo before how clean they are. Like Matt's the exact inverse of that.
Exact opposite.
My stuff has been cleaned the past 4 to 5 races. I've been doing a lot better job. It's because when you go to bed
at night, it's like the elf's coming and fixing his shoes. The Pavia comes and cleans your table.
I've been cleaning the table, but if I do leave it dirty, he will clean it. Yes.
Wow, that's service. Well, I guess you're cooking dinner, right? So
yeah.
Least he could do.
I don't ever ask for anything. I mean, I don't mind cooking for folks. I have a good time doing it.
Yeah, one thing that really sticks out in my mind, we were racing at Critters with those ZX6s,
Mm-hmm.
and
I know what you're gonna say.
We raced
That
that one
wall,
time,
that wall with that jump.
and we broke, I think, every single arm that they had in the store. And even in the mains, I think we both snapped the
We
front
did.
end of that car. We
Yeah.
ran them out of front arms.
Yep.
They were just giggling. I think it was disappointing and just hilarious at the same time. So,
Yes, because the cars are really good. They were just
Yeah.
so fragile.
oh my god, the front end was like glass.
It
No
was.
Pavia this weekend, according to Streff. We're missing Pavia. What happened to Pavia?
Yeah, he's going
Big car
drag.
racing?
Yeah, big car racing, going drag car racing.
Oh,
I think he got the call this morning. He had no idea.
Dibs
Oh.
in his spot. Dibs.
Dibs' spot. Yeah.
I think we already decided that. I think Shepard already figured that out for you.
All right, perfect. I'll leave my 10 at home.
And you got the Swints now in your group, right?
Yeah, it depends. I think if we're doing the table, I don't know how we're doing the tables this time. If we do 3 across, I think they're going to be over there too.
Good stuff.
Yeah, it was a good time last race at LCRC. It was a blast.
Always is.
Yeah. Well, Egelberger said it earlier, right? It's just an excuse to get together. It's all about, friends camping and having a good time.
Yep.
Taylor. That's a long
Taylor,
walk,
you-
though.
Overflow tables. You forgot the S. You got to make that table plural.
Tables. Well,
Yeah.
because Colin's not been there, I've been using his table as overflow. So, and then sometimes I spill out into Arturo's spot, but we get
Tim Monty, we have a spot for you. We're going to put a little table inside the one porta john. Should be nice and comfortable in there. Little
Like
table over the urinal.
the
Just don't drop
disabled
any
porta john's
screws.
got a little bit more room at the end of the driver's stand there.
Hey, Tim, is Evan coming this time?
I don't believe he is, but he'll let us know
Okay.
for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure he will. We can stick Tim with special.
Well, Caruso's coming too.
Oh, okay.
So we got Caruso wants to come hang out with us.
Nice.
We got to get Caruso on Sparko.
Yes, we do.
So
Hey, I have my spare car with me if he wants to race it this weekend.
Cool.
maybe. You never know.
Got a spare nitro buggy ready to rock.
Well, I got to say thanks to you, Matt. I got to thanks to Mike Pavia, Schreff, Reem. You guys have helped me come a long way with that Sparko car. It's been a lot of fun. I got to get Pavia really helped me this past weekend at Trains. Made a suggestion. I did it, and the car came alive for me.
Awesome. That's good
Of
to
course,
hear.
I should have had my 46 RC. I think I had some old tires that I glued probably 2 or 3 years ago before I had my 46 RC tire scuffer. Every
Oh, yes.
effing tire came off of my nitro car.
Oh.
Every one. It must have been bad glue, which also has me freaked out. And I was like, what are the tires I glued at the same time? But every tire came off.
Well, as
I
far
came
as
in
the
for 3
scuffer
pit
goes,
stops.
as far as the scuffer goes, all sales are final.
It wasn't the scuffer's fault. It was the glue or my fault. I didn't have the scuffer. I don't think I used the scuffer on it.
Oh, well, that's
So-
your problem.
I think that's what
Actually,
he's trying to say.
Yeah, I've been using it. Started a few this week, actually. It's been quite odd, but that's good.
Taylor Caruso runs a Kyosho. He loves his Kyosho cars. He's got those things dialed in pretty good.
Yeah, stealing them. But it's cool. actually.
Matt Lawyer looking to put an order in. He wants some carbon inserts for his truck.
Yeah, I'm gonna need
Bring him some arms, Matt.
I need some front arms and I can make the inserts. I was
Yeah,
actually making a part this afternoon for Streff, or for the Sparko guys at least. I'm making a new rear chassis brace for the truck. It's only for the truck.
Yeah, it's good to see Sparko taking off in the region.
Yeah, and with how good Jonah just did at the Nationals, it's pretty happy to see Sparko doing this well.
Yeah, I was
Especially
kind of
with the new car.
skeptical. I thought it was going to be like another Durango, but it's really picking up, and even Kevin's going to be stocking them now.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
parts And LCRC, so that's pretty rad. So
That's
I'm
huge.
excited. And Pavia got really, he really picked up some momentum since he switched to those cars. So I'm happy for him too.
Yeah, he's been putting the time in with the cars and listening to what we're saying and trying different stuff when we're trying it, and it's coming
Yeah,
around.
it's looking
And he's been
really good.
driving really, really good too.
Yeah, I've really amazing. So it's cool.
Yeah, happy to see everyone, all of our guys just doing well with the cars and we all work together great. I mean, some of the guys on here probably seen the post I put up, Chef puts up. Whenever we're working and we're doing well, it's because we're all working together. It's really cool. It's really cool to have that type of group.
I think I might need you to make a radio ESC tray for the MP11E.
Okay,
So
That's
I'll have to
fine.
get you one.
no worries.
All right, everybody's drinking.
Yes.
Let's see, what else do I got? How about go-to changes for you, Matt? Anything in particular you find on the Sparko or C-Hub car is one of the first things you change, maybe as traction comes up throughout the day?
Shock oils and diff oils are the first things I touch.
Well, I watch you guys with the shock oil. I think you guys usually fill up like 2 water bottles full of shock oil. I don't know what I forget what
Yes.
brand of shock oil you use, but they must love you guys.
We use PT Racing Oil. Position One is a dealer for PT Racing oils, and a lot of us are using it. It seemed like pretty good oil. It comes out clean most of the time. I mean, doesn't really break down like a lot of like some other oils do. And it stayed consistent for me. I think some of the other guys agree that's just kind of stayed consistent. I've had oils before where they're black and gross and it looks like grease coming out of your shocks. Not really too much with this one. I mean, once in a while you get a little dirtiness, but it's pretty good. Not trying to sell it, but it to me it just
If it works, yeah.
yeah, it's consistency in my program is what it is. And I don't have the very best of programs nowadays. I used to take my car apart after every race weekend. I mean, I think I'm racing 8 times a year now. I'm not even racing that much. And I rebuilt my car today from the last race here. It still had the wheels and tires on it. I
Nice.
pulled them off, cleaned the car, and rebuilt it. Got it ready.
I approve of that message.
I just don't have time. Life gets in the way with, things.
Yeah.
I got kids. I mean, a lot of the guys on here probably know my kids come racing with me once in a while in the summer. So, I mean, trying to spend as much time with them as I can when they're little. So that
Yeah,
time,
absolutely.
it doesn't last long, as you
Nope.
guys probably both know.
All too well.
Yep.
That's why Toby and I are relishing with these grandchildren right now. You know
Absolutely.
how quick it went the first time. Now you have a whole new appreciation for
That's
it.
right.
Yep.
I get round 2.
Round
awesome.
2. And you don't have to discipline. You just get to give hugs and everything.
Yeah, I'd
You
be
just-
like,
you get the
"Ooh,"
good
and-
part of it.
Yeah. Oh, it's crying now. Here, I gotta go. It's yours.
Yep.
Bye.
Dirty diaper. I'm out.
Yep.
Oh God. Here, that smells.
I've got my granddaughter now doing whipped cream right out of the can.
Nice. I'm sure no one else approves, but
Nah.
Pop does.
I can do whatever the hell I want. I'm the grandfather. But I do want to, Matt, just for anybody that's watching and listening, right? Just to reiterate what you said. I know we've had people on in the past. Matt William brought it up before with the diff decoder that AE has. Having a consistent oil that you use is important. Try not to switch brands around. Find a brand you like that you can get and stick to it, because what might be 10,000 diff fluid in one manufacturer, you may try 12 in a different brand, ends up being lighter than the 10,000 you're already using. And you start doing that, you're really going to make your head spin of trying to figure out what's happening with your car.
Yep. Yeah, 100% agree with that. And I don't mix brands. I just, when I first started, I'd have like Associate in the front, Losi in the rear. I didn't know what I was doing. And, like I said, you just kind of get your program together and make it consistent. I have no other oils except that. If I don't have it, I make sure I get it. I don't want to put a different diff fluid in and, it just be weird. I have noticed that happen.
For sure. So, Tobe, what else you got? I'm running out of questions because I talked about all the time. So I'm like, I'm trying to not be overly redundant. And what do you got for him, Tobe?
Yeah, but you could ask the questions. I'm sure a lot of folks on here don't know all those answers like you do.
Who, me?
So
Either
Matt,
one.
why do they call Matt? Why do they call you the angry elf? Yeah, you said to ask.
Okay, little guy. Uh, for the folks that don't know, Tom seems to really enjoy it for some reason, because every time he's near me, he has to touch it. I have a.
No, you better expand on this because it's going to get really bad really quick if you don't really go deeper into this.
I'm trying to. I have extra skin on my ear that looks like a point, so I look like an elf. One of my buddies from down south, he would call me the angry elf because he couldn't remember angry something else. I don't even remember. Why don't you run electric? Well, Williard, you're in for a surprise. I'm running it this weekend, buddy.
Oh,
shit!
I'm actually running
I get
my
to hack
son's
you in
car.
2 classes.
Yes, I'm running my son's car. I have to swap the receiver out and fully rebuild that thing. But I will be running 40 plus e-buggy this weekend. It's a shock to everyone because I'm not a fan of e-buggy. Not a fan of electric in general.
Me neither.
Yeah, but you just bought one too. What is going on in the world? It's just like Freaky Friday. Everything's changing. Toby got a neat car. Matt's going to run electric.
I know. Weird things are happening.
Well, the reason that I'm running it is to get that extra track time for me.
Yeah, especially at Mugen.
Yeah. So, I can run that e-buggy in the morning, and then I can run the nitro buggies later on. Because obviously I'm running 40 plus nitro buggy and expert nitro buggy. It's in the same practice time. So I kind of missed out on an extra slot. So figured I'd run 40 plus e-buggy, whatever.
Makes sense.
I can't wait to wreck you, Willard. Really can't wait. I don't care about electric.
I've missed the last 2 races at LCRC. They added some new dirt. Any changes you guys have noticed in the track and how it's handling? And
I've noticed the grip's better.
okay.
Even when the traction's low, it's still a lot better than when it's complete blowout. I mean, a lot of folks have seen LCRC be a complete blowout before. It happens just with the weather and no rain or whatnot. Things happen. We all adapt. We all drive. But I'd say for the most part this year, really haven't seen that occurring on the track. Grip's been awesome. I mean, last race, I think it rained or they wet the track or Wednesday or Thursday. Before that, there was a black groove on the track from the clinic that went on. Groove was wiped away, but it came back fairly quickly. And that's the one thing I've noticed. It has come back fairly quickly. And whereas it take longer before, it's maybe 2 days to come in. It's half a day to a day now, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, last race was kind of an exception, right? Because he ran it dry because we knew it was going to rain on Saturday. I think.
Yep.
He just ran it dry on, which I liked actually, because it did kind of groove up, and they just watered around the edges, which is which is typically the problem. They always wash away the grip with the constantly watering.
Yep.
But
which is also a good thing because I mean, if you let it kind of go, you're going to be on A2s pretty quick, and you're going to burn them up. It's gonna happen. So I think he's doing it, and I could be right or wrong. I don't know, but I think he's doing it kind of both. Save tires for folks, and to kind of keep the dust down so neighbors don't complain. And keep the track together as best as possible. That's my take. That's what I'm seeing.
Yeah, I've got a ton of tires that have 1 run left in them. I wish I was there last time just so I could finally throw them out. I've been carrying these tires around. Every time I look at them, I'm like, yeah, I can't run these. They're not good enough. I'll save them for practice. I never use them in practice.
Yep, because you want something that's a little bit better.
Tires, but I still won't throw them away. It would have been perfect to throw away 4 or 5 sets of tires.
Yeah. When I did some practice that week, I ghosted 2 sets of used A2s, and I just ran them as slicks after that. I was like, I'm not going to go through any more tires. And it was fine. Literally running slicks out on that track that we were all racing on, throwing down 34-second laps like it was nothing. I was like, this is stupid. It was so much fun.
That's how Trains was last weekend. I mean, it was their their grip there was awesome.
I mean, it used to be like that back when like Dak and those guys ran it. It
Yup.
was grip for days. You could run any tire you wanted. It just have grip. It's just how
Oh,
long
yeah,
it
but-
lasted.
Catapults are fantastic there. I remember that back in the day.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That was the
If we want to
go-to
complain
tire.
about watering at LCRC, we remember Taylor's on the podcast with us. He's listening.
We didn't complain.
I know, but he's
I
here.
don't
We
care. And in fact, I
It's the
use
same
it to my
track for
advantage
everybody.
sometimes. Yeah, and well, it is, but it isn't, depending on when you go out and practice. And I say that, and hopefully some people take this into consideration. Practice when it's wet and when it's bone dry, because you want to see what your car is going to do. I will do that at least one time throughout the days when it's wet and when it's not wet, just to see what the
Okay.
car does and what it doesn't do, and see what tires work, what tires don't work, because the car's going to change. I mean, when it's dusty and lower grip, you have to be on your marks. You can't be, 2 feet off the pipe. You got to be on the pipe. And that's the biggest thing. And I think that's one of the things I've noticed just by, driving when it's wet, driving when it's dry, and seeing what the differences are between the two, and just figuring out, okay, this is what I have to do in this condition. This is what I have to do in that condition. You just kind of take note of that in your head.
Well, Matt, that's a good point, and kind of leads me to another question. If you had to give a piece of advice to a new or a seasoned racer, anything beyond that you would suggest? Like,
Turn your power down. For
Yeah,
a
yeah.
new guy, turn your power down, 1,000%. And I'll even say this: even for a seasoned racer, just turn the power down. If you're learning a new track, turn your power down. So the reason I say that is, I was braking an engine last time I was here too. I was doing the same times, if not better, braking in an engine, not going full power, than I was full power. So
and you can probably do it consistently lap over lap compared to being
Exactly.
full power getting out of the
Yep. And what was cool about that is I worked on my corner speed. That's where you're going to make up your time, is the corner speed. I don't care what engine you have, how fast it goes down the straightaway. That's not going to make you a faster driver. Your corner speed is going to make you a faster driver. Staying close to that pipe. And look, I'm okay at best. I'm not a great driver. I watched these pros. I watched the fast guys, and these guys can do stuff I can only imagine of doing. The only thing I can do is try to keep it close to that pipe, try to keep my corner speed up. I try to do what I can there. But yeah, that's the advice I'd give.
No, that's great advice.
Just take it slow. Take it slow the first couple times you're on the track. Get used to it. I should probably learn to take my own advice sometimes, but
I mean, you and me both, because as you're saying, I know it in my heart that's what I need to do, but
Yep.
I'm like, if I just squeeze it a little bit longer, just a little bit longer, I'll be okay.
Yep. You try to find the limits, and sometimes you don't need to find the limits. You need to find what's actually faster. It's not, these cars aren't like big cars. They're not where you have to find the limit and okay, that's it. That's as deep as you can go. You can do that with this, but you also can carry more speed.
Good advice. Well, gentlemen, I don't have a whole lot else, Tobe. I don't want to cut things short here. If you got other stuff you want to cover, any other ball busting you want to do on Matt? I mean, we have time for that. We
I'm
always have
sure
time.
there's
Yeah.
plenty of it too.
Yeah. No, I'm.
He looks like he's falling asleep again with this one.
I have some other ones that are like that, but I don't know. I feel like we need to work on some. I need to work on some fresh content for my meme collection. So I might have to come over and monitor your behavior for the next race and snap some fresh content, and then add some bubbles and stuff coming out of it.
Okay.
I think
all
everyone's
right.
always watching for your, for your post-race reaction when you come down the stairs. So, like, what's he going to do now? Is he going to yell at a marshal? Is he going to yell at another racer? Is he going
Okay.
to throw some
I
shit?
don't yell
Matt's
at
usually pretty good.
marshals.
By the time he comes off the stand, usually he's calm.
Yeah, when I
On
get off the
it
stand,
could be a
I'm
shit
done.
show.
The
I get
best
off-
one was
Which
a couple
one?
of races ago. I don't know if it was this year or last year. Somebody picks up his car, I think, and I mean, he was sort of unraveling a little bit anyway. And then I think someone picked up his car and he flamed out somewhere on the track, and he comes fucking stomping down.
Oh yeah, the
jacked
guy
up.
grabbed the car by the side.
And he,
I was
he's
so
yelling at the
livid.
marshals like, who flamed my car up? I want to know who it is. And he starts like chomping around, trying
I
to find the
was
marshal.
so livid.
He was like bright red, all puffed up, like really angry. It was quite epic. I should have got that on camera, really, to be honest. But
I look
just
over the
remember-
rail, Williard.
don't worry, the camera's always there.
He looks over the rail. He's got his stool.
I do. I actually haven't used the stool the past 2 races. Maybe that's
Oh.
what the big change has been. I don't know.
Oh, setup change.
Yeah, I'll do that once in a while, depending what the layout is. At some tracks, I'll either need a stool or I won't. It depends if I can see the corners. There's some tracks where even if I use a stool, I can't see. There's one year at P&B, there was this one section. No matter where I stood on the stand, I lost my car, so it was blind, and I was just like, "All right, full send. Don't care. Can't see it."
For sure.
Somebody sending Morse code over there?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Oh, that's my phone. Let me turn that off. Getting texts. Yeah, man, I'm
Awesome,
excited
awesome.
for the weekend.
Yeah, me too. I can't wait.
Yeah, I did pretty well this last year, which was very surprising considering Mugen. But what are we thinking on turnout?
I don't
Especially
know.
After nationals, do you think we'll still get some like Mechanic and those guys? Was
I
Joey
think-
Bourdon at nationals?
I don't think he was. I
I
didn't see his name.
but
I didn't see his
Just
name.
thinking last night.
I would want to say Mechanic's probably gonna come. Probably. Maybe Chicky, although I'm not sure if he's gonna want to after spending a week and a half in California. So I'm not sure. I don't know. I think on the expert side of things, it might be a little lighter than normal, but I think everything else is gonna be bigger.
well, Dommel he's setting the over under at 350. I'm going to take the over. But I think it'll be under 400.
You think? And we had
We'll see.
477 in 2024.
Did we have all the pros come that year though? Were there a lot of pros here?
No,
Or was that 23?
that was like when we had that one that was like the nationals.
Yeah.
That was like 20, I think.
I don't know. These years blend together.
That was our biggest, which was 489. No, 483. I think that was in 20. I put a little blog post together with all this data on, of course. So, where's Mugen Challenge here last year? Super Cup Mugen Challenge 446 last year.
Yeah,
So-
it'll probably be over 4, but
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be over 450. It'll probably be between that. Again, probably because a lot of the pros aren't going to come because they're just at Nats.
Yeah.
Maybe some folks will be deterred by the weather, but it's LCRC. I always expect there to be weather here, and I
Yeah,
never
this
let
is.
it bother me.
No, it's better when it rains, to be honest.
Oh, absolutely is. Absolutely is.
Well, I wish Dennis Brew was on because we usually like to set our over under. We usually make a bet for a chicken parm sandwich.
I
If you
have
want to
to.
use Braden's number, I'll take the over 350, Dennis. It's a bit. The bet's on.
We have to quickly talk about KRC. I don't think we did we?
Briefly, but I don't think we ran the ad.
Yeah. Well, let's run the ad and quickly talk about KRC, one of our partners for this year.
CowRC is your one-stop shop for all things RC maintenance, carrying everything you need to keep your vehicles looking good and performing at their best. From MooClean part and chassis wash that's gentle on your RC's components, to jet air blasters that eliminate the need to carry those large and noisy air compressors, CowRC has you covered. Even down to our convenient hide wipes that keep hands and other surfaces clean. Mooslick silicone, oil, and grease sprays, along with Utter Butter grease, and a variety of work mats are all staples of CowRC's wide range of products. Be sure to use the following discount code to save on your next purchase.
All right. So, KLC, I think that's second year being a partner of this podcast. Guys should check out their products. We've been getting a lot of momentum from this podcast. People checking them out, running their stuff. We had Heath from KLC really came through with our academy that we ran at LCRC 3 or 4 weeks ago. So people got to try the products out. He donated a lot of cool gear to everybody. So guys, go check them out. Give a little bag. You can get 10% off with our code NERP. There's also an affiliate link on our Facebook page. If you just scroll down, you'll find it.
Cool.
Cool. All right. Getting close.
All right. Well, it's race week. We'll let people get back to their wrenching and getting their stuff together.
That's right.
Navosa, stay off the track. You can't run. How's the layout look, by the way? Did you go out there and look at it? The
layout looks really good.
While you're there?
Layout looks good.
Does it? All right.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be fun to race on.
Awesome.
Except
I
there
saw
is
the video, but
there
I've seen it
are
in person
2 section of whoops, but it doesn't look too bad.
I like the uphill ones.
They've done that before.
That one concerns me, actually. But I haven't driven the track, so I mean we'll find out Thursday.
Sure you haven't.
Nope. I won't do that. I wouldn't do that. Not on a new layout. No.
Yeah, we've had some uphill whoops before. But... Right. Was it this year or last year? I can't even remember.
I think it might have been
Remember
earlier this year. It was up that right-hand side, that washboard section.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are separated a little bit more than that, so it's not like a washboard. It's kind of like the one that we had last layout with that 5-pack.
Oh,
but there's 2 of them now.
Oh God. Excellent.
Who pissed off Cody?
Yeah, right. Is there any anthills?
Yes.
It's LCRC.
God damn it! There's not been a lot of anthills this year, which I've been excited to see, but I guess it had to happen.
Yep. Definitely off camber, definitely anthills. A lot of whoops. Big air. Looks like it'll be fun.
Always is.
Good little racy layout. Find another spot to pass Williard so he can pipe it.
Don't worry, I'll hack him. You pass him.
Sounds good to me.
Teamwork.
Right. Awesome. Well, Matt, thank you so much for jumping on and sharing your history. I'm sure, people will be seeing you this weekend at the track. Everybody to join us tonight. Appreciate you taking the time to jump on with us. Again, if you haven't subscribed to us already, please do. 46RC as well. Got a lot of good stuff in there. Make sure you guys subscribe to it. Toby, how many subscribers you have? 46RC. We still pushing to get a few more? We get you over 10,000?
I'm nowhere near 10,000.
What was the number you were trying to get to?
Well, I was trying to get to 1,000. I think I'm like 1,200 right now, but definitely anybody like and subscribe. And don't forget your headshots. If you're going to Mugen, get your headshots.
Yeah, I'm going to type it in as you say it again, or put it in the comments real quick so we have it, so people can find it later. I can't remember what the hell you said.
I suppose you can even understand what I said. Nobody else can.
It's true.
That's why you're called Mumbles.
That's right.
Matt, you're good for Toby. Toby smiled a lot tonight.
I don't know if I'm good for Toby.
The password was Mugen26, correct?
Yes, Mugen26. I'm posting
26 or 2026.
Incorrect password.
It's not incorrect.
Mugen 26 was.
Mugen 2026.
With a capital
I'm
N.
going to go back to my phone and look for a picture when I didn't have gray hair. But I had most of my hair, and I'll use that picture.
Okay, there we go.
There you go.
Matter of fact, I'm going to get that picture that Taylor has of himself with the muscles. I'm just going to put my head on it and make that my picture.
Yeah, so like I said in my little chat, if you post a picture of your private parts, I'll make sure I post that with your name on it on the live stream.
Wow. I really hope you don't get any of those.
Oh, I know. I probably will.
Then again, there is Big Mike out there, so good luck with that.
Hey.
Gotta find it first.
All right. Well, before we lose the sponsors we have, I'm going to call it a night here. Appreciate everybody jumping on. Thank you again to Park Lane Hobbies. Thank you guys for supporting us. Red Dirt Rumble coming up on August 30th. Make sure you guys check them out. Nitro Caddy, Dennis Brew. Not only just Nitro Caddies, a lot of cool stuff. Stop sticks, the bump plate, Samoji proof. Also, Cal RC, a ton of different products for them. There's a code at the bottom of the screen scrolling right now. Make sure you follow. Take a look at what they have. I mean, all those little things you like for RC, they've got them. And with that, I think we are out. Toby, any last words of for the night?
Get headshots. That's all I got. I've been putting a ton of work on my stuff. You know, that's all I got. People can really, could win $100 gift card if they just throw their headshots down. So,
Matt, anybody you want to shout out to at all? I mean, obviously, your own business, Position 1 RC. Thank you, Matt Williams, for reminding us. But
my company's Position 1 RC. If anyone needs anything, feel free to stop by this weekend, have a chat. I got all my stuff with me. So if you need anything, feel free. You need help with anything, feel free to stop by. Even just stop by, say hi. I may not look friendly, but I am somewhat.
Just don't stop by after one of his races.
Unless he's at the grill cooking, then leave him alone. He's focusing on getting the steak right.
Yeah, no, not at the grill and after one of his mains.
Unless the main's good.
After he's marshaled afterwards and he's cooled off a little bit, then you can approach him. Not before.
Now, who else you sponsored besides? I know you're sponsored by Sparco because you're.
Yep.
Definitely one of the I don't want to say lead designers, but definitely one of the integral parts of making the car better. Who else you have for sponsors?
That's a good question. So obviously Sparco, Position 1, Power Hobby, ProTech RC, LFR, Drake Engines. I think that's it. I don't really have very many sponsors anymore. I've kind of narrowed it down. I'm pretty sure it's everything.
But Matt has a lot of those products for anybody listening. You need any products, go to Position 1's website. It's not only his products he has there. He's got J Concept tires available. It's got engines, all that other good stuff. So a lot of times that hard to find stuff Matt's got, and hopefully he's got a lot at the track this weekend.
I actually have everything with me this weekend. Without the kids, I get a lot more room in the back seat of the truck. So I got all my stuff.
Nice.
The only things I don't have are I don't have sleeve pullers. I know some folks are looking for those. But they are coming back in stock. They should be back in about a week or two. Just waiting for the order to come in. Got a pretty big order coming in. A-Main's been killing me buying everything. So got to restock.
Sounds like a good problem to have.
It is a very good problem to have. Not gonna complain.
Awesome.
Right on.
But yeah, thanks to all those sponsors, and thanks for you guys having me on. Had a lot of fun.
Awesome.
Great. Well, we'll see everybody at the track. We got 3 more days, 2 more days, whatever it is.
Couple.
Soon
2
enough.
2 days.
I'm going to try to get there Wednesday if all goes well.
Yeah, I would try and get Wednesday night, late night. So.
Yep.
All right, Toby, bring me Jameson.
Got it.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Sounds like it's gonna be a rough weekend for us.
Absolutely.
Everybody to join tonight. Thank you guys for jumping on with us and hanging out. Asked a lot of good questions. It was like reading the comments. Everybody's busted everybody's stones. It's always good to see. It's like being at the track without being at the track.
Exactly.
But we'll see you guys in a few days. Talk to you soon.
See you
Thanks
guys.
again, Matt.
Thanks,
Toby.
Matt. See ya.